Hi everyone, I am Amrita and welcome to my channel Fries and Shine. Here you will find evidence-based, no-nonsense, nutrition-related information. In today's video, I'll be discussing the greatly feared maida or all-purpose flour or refined flour and how it is absolutely not the demon that we have made it out to be. So why has maida earned such a bad name? Because we have constantly been told that processed food is bad for our health. But if you think about it, every item of food that we eat has gone through some level of processing. Unless you're picking out a fruit or a vegetable directly from a field and eating it, everything you eat is processed. Think about it. Do you cook your vegetables? That's a process. Do you ferment milk to make dahi? That's also a process. Do you sieve flour before you use it to refine it and to remove unwanted elements? Yes, you do. That's also again a process. Maida also undergoes a similar refining process. It starts out as whole wheat and then it undergoes a series of steps where unwanted elements are removed so that you're left only with starch. Also, please note, anything that you eat in flour form is also processed. Whole corn versus corn flour, quinoa versus quinoa flour, ragi versus ragi flour, even whole wheat. Unless you're eating the whole kernel, whole wheat flour has also gone some level of processing. Now, to understand this refining aspect of maida, let's first understand where maida comes from. Maida also comes from the whole wheat kernel. The wheat kernel has three layers. The outermost layer is the bran, the second layer is the germ, and the last layer, the innermost layer, is called the endosperm. Think of bran as the outermost protective covering of the kernel. It is a concentrated source of fiber and it's what whole grains are known for. The next layer is the germ. Think of this like a little baby. It is the part of the wheat which grows and sprouts. This is the part from which you get your vegetable oils. It's rich in vitamin E, some protein, B vitamins, and some other minerals and nutrients. The innermost layer is the endosperm layer, which contains most of the starch. And this starch supplies energy and nutrients for the growing kernel. This is the layer that is ground to a flour to make maida. In this layer, you will find most of the grain's protein and some vitamins and minerals. By the way, did you know that starch is a form of sugar? And it is very similar to the form of sugar that we store in our liver to supply our body with energy. Just like the endosperm feeds the growing kernel, our liver supplies energy to our body cells when they need energy for movement and for growth. You would have learnt in school too. When it's stored in plants, it's called starch. When it's stored in animals or humans, it is called glycogen. Now, if you're thinking maida is bad, and I've just finished establishing that starch and glycogen are very similar, are you suggesting that your body is naturally storing something that's bad for your health? And here's the thing, whole wheat, from which we get our chapati atta, also contains starch. The only thing differentiating it from maida is that it also contains fiber and some other vitamins and minerals which are not present in maida. Maida is therefore not artificial or synthetic. It is only processed a little bit more to provide favorable taste and texture to your food. Think about it. There's a stark difference between whole wheat pasta versus maida pasta, right? Even pizza. You can always make out when you're eating a whole wheat pizza base versus a maida pizza base. We started processing whole wheat because we wanted to impart certain flavors and textures to our food, which whole wheat was just not able to provide. Coming back to the idea of demonizing maida, I think we do it because normally maida is found in foods that offer no other nutritional value or not much other nutritional value. Think about it, cakes, pastries, biscuits, these are really tasty, which is why we tend to overdo them and then give maida a bad rap when they start to affect our health and weight. All dietetics associations, heart associations, diabetes associations suggest at least half your grains in the day should be whole grain. They don't say they should all be whole grain or all be 100% whole grain all the time. This suggests that there still is place in your diet for refined flours like maida, which contribute majorly to the quality of the food that you eat. We need to acknowledge and recognize that anything eaten in excess, even healthy food, can backfire on your health. So, for everyone who thinks that eating maida is just empty calories, my suggestion to you would be to pair it with nutrient rich food. For example, if you are eating a sandwich made out of white bread or maida bread, you can pair that up and load it with tons of vegetables, add some egg, beans, or cheese to it, which will give you all the nutrients that you think you are missing out on by choosing maida instead of whole wheat. All of this was to say, smart food choices can be made. Work with a dietitian to figure how and how much maida you can incorporate into your diet should you choose to eat it. Fun fact, have you guys heard of the powder Isabgol? This is a fiber supplement. This is as processed as maida, by the way. Where maida comes from the endosperm portion of the wheat kernel, fiber comes from the bran portion. So it is also super processed and contains no additional nutrients, but no one seems to have a problem with consuming this, probably because it doesn't and can't affect your weight and doesn't increase blood sugar levels, which are maida's two biggest accusations. Moral of the story, whole wheat is not more morally superior than maida, and it is very possible to enjoy your maida-rich food with other food that gives you tons of nutrients. That's all for today. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel and share this video with other people you think may benefit from it. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave them in the comments below. I will be making many more such informational videos, so do look out for them. Be safe, take care, and see you soon. Until then, keep shining.